Hi everyone, this is Angus and today I'm going to give you a quick video on vMix. So the question that some of you will be wondering is, can you run vMix 24 on the M1 Macbook Air? So I'm running the baseline MacBook Air. It has 8GB of RAM and it has the Apple M1 chip. So I will be doing some very basic things in vMix. I'll be trying some title designs and I'll be trying some 1080p video, and then I'm also going to try vMix Cool as well. So if you would like me to try other things like PTZ cameras, then please let me know in the comments below and I'll be happy to make that video. So now let's have a look at vMix and how it runs on an M1 Mac. Okay, so I have my M1 Mac set up. So what you need to do is download Parallels. I've downloaded a free trial of Parallels and so far my experience has been very positive. It's been great. Once you download Parallels, you can then download vMix. I've downloaded a full trial of vMix, so technically I'm using the full version. So once you have Parallels, you want to run it on your Mac. Okay, so now I have Windows running, I'm going to move over to OBS so I can show you exactly what I'm looking at. Okay, so now that we have OBS running, we can open vMix and see how it goes. So I'm going to open the last file that I used, which is a vMix test, and it'll open some photos and videos. So as you can see, vMix is running. Now, even though it is running, let's see how it copes with different mediums and different files. So starting with a ticker, we're running a ticker on loop, and while we're doing that, I'm going to turn on some music. So now that's running in the background, and let's try cutting the images. So no issues there. And then let's try some effects. Again, no issues there. Let's try cutting to some 1080p video. So that is running smoothly. And now let's cut to some other video. And now let's cut to a third video. So that's all working fine, which is great. Now let's try playing two videos at the same time. So that also seems to be playing smoothly, which is fantastic. And let's try add some GT style graphics. So that's working really smoothly, which is all great. So if you're planning on using vMix with the M1 MacBook Air for a very basic setup, then this will be absolutely fine. I am currently displaying this out at 720p. So let's see what happens when I try to run it at 1080p. So I'm going to go into the settings and then change it to 1920 by 1080, and I'll be doing it at PAL 25. So vMix will need to restart. And it appears to be running smoothly, which is great. Let's just do a quick test. Yeah, that's all working well. So now a challenging part, we're going to try vMix Cool. So I've got this already set up on my iPad, and let's see what happens. Okay, so let's mute that. So that seems to be working quite well. Let's open the call manager and see the frame rate that we're getting. So we're getting around 35, 36 FPS, which is great. I was trying this earlier and I was getting around 4 or 5. So this seems to be working really well. So in this test, I'm not going to be doing anything like streaming, and I'm not going to be using multicorder or recording anything as well. But what I can say from this test is that vMix does work. And if you're thinking of using it for a basic setup, then this shouldn't have any issues. Of course, you will need to buy parallels and you will need to buy the full version of vMix, but other versions of vMix should run just as well. If you're thinking of buying a MacBook Air with the M1 chip for vMix, then I definitely recommend getting the 16GB version. This is the 8GB version, and it just about runs, which is great. So if you did find this video helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and thank you very much for watching.